Do you ever pretend to like a food? Well, I have a confession to make. Welcome back to the second channel. Half the effort, but twice the fun. Today, we're going over your burning questions. Let's start with the most annoying question that I get constantly. Do you let your team members eat the food you reviewed? I don't know. Why does everyone care so much about this? Yes, we feed the camera guys. Sometimes they get oatmeal if they're good. They don't always get the Wagyu, although a lot of times they do. And they don't ever have to eat the spiders if they don't want to. Balance. Zach's Photos says, a country you would never visit? On the surface, it's hard to say that there's any country I would absolutely not go to. Even countries that seem like the bad ones usually are full of good people. Before coming, I called a family member and I said, hey, I'm feeling a little bit nervous about going to Iran. Iran? But one time we were invited to Brunei. The tourism board reached out to us. They invited us. Although recently, the prime minister or the king prince guy said that gay people should be stoned, and he wasn't talking about marijuana. And I thought, I'm probably not gonna promote you guys. Mixall says, when have you felt the most conflicted during a shoot? Very recently, we went to go shoot a seafood buffet. The whole idea was supposed to be like cheap seafood, but how do they make this food available for like $5, but still make it good quality and fun and delicious? And it turns out they don't. They don't do the quality part. There were so many different health violations being committed. There's no way I was gonna eat there and tell other people to eat there. We just told the owner, hey, all right, we got everything we need. Don't you do scenes where you eat the food? Ah, not this time. Nailed it, 10-4, take care. Good luck with all the smoking while making food. Gitu says, what are your upcoming 5 destinations or countries? Ha, quick update. If people are wondering, hey, why are all your videos in Vietnam for 1 year straight now? We're stuck in Vietnam. We can leave, but if we leave, we can't come back in. As soon as a country allows us to leave and come back, I'd be happy to go to Japan. I'd be happy to go to freaking Chad. It's a country. It's not just a dude bro. Are you always excited to try new and unique stuff? Or do you eat food sometimes just for the show that you wouldn't otherwise? Almost all the time, I'm eating food I wouldn't eat otherwise. I do love trying new things, but when it's my time and I can fill my mouth with whatever I want, then I'm gonna have something probably with cheese melted on top and fewer bugs. How long does it take your editors to edit a weekly episode? Because they're so good. Thanks, bro. All in all, for one episode, pre-production can take anywhere from a day to a few days. The shoot could take 1 to 2 days. Then we assemble the footage. So that's 1 day to take all the footage and organize it. Then the editor has 2 weeks. And then after that, the mastering editor takes 1 to 2 days to master it. It doesn't always happen all just in a row like that, but if you're looking at pure labor, one video takes about 3 to 3.5 weeks. Oh, it's a long time. We should shorten that. Seke Second says, of all the places you visited, what place do you want to go back to and why? I'd like to go to Korea. I lived in Korea for 8 years and I feel like I haven't done it justice yet with the videos we've done there so far. There's so much left to shoot. I wanted to do a whole nighttime series and hopefully we can do that again sometime. Sushi Nareen says, why did you stop stepping out from behind random things? Can you see me? Okay, good. Today on the Best Ever Food Review Show, we're in Taiwan eating snake. Early on, I used to pop out from behind different things and try to tell a little joke. Today on the Best Ever Food Review Show, I go head to head with Andrew Zimmern from 2007. I did that then because I was insecure about my performance. So I'd write down some jokes ahead of time, premeditate them, and then find a funny way to deliver them. Welcome to the Best Ever Food Review Show. Bring the pretension back to food reviews. Food reviews have gotten too soft. It's weak. I want you to have no idea what I'm talking about. As the show went on, I got more confidence, and so I just improvised everything. So basically, parts of the show used to be scripted and now they're not scripted at all. I don't jump out behind things and try to say funny little doodads anymore. ES24 says, what specific types of workouts does Sunny do? Right now I do weight training and I do cardio. How many days does he work out? Usually 6 days a week. Can you do a segment where your team members review food when you travel as co-hosts? No, they need to hold the camera and do their job. Why is everyone so obsessed with this idea? Everyone does their own thing and it works out great. I'm not gonna grab the camera. The camera guy's not gonna host. The producer's not gonna, start cooking the food? It just won't work. BuzzFeed does it because they think they're cute. It's not. Jade Fung says, what would your ultimate last meal be? You probably have some anxiety and it's hard to eat and really enjoy your last meal when you're like, oh my God, I'm about to get electrocuted. Cheeseburger? Peanut Butter Bandit says, what's your favorite color combination? I don't see color. Are you nice in real life? Let's just skip this. Peach Perfect says, how did you end up in Vietnam? I got swept away in a storm. Oh, I saw your video where you're teaching some kids. What was it about? Okay, so I moved to Korea in 2008. The first few years while I was there, I taught English as a way to make money. Old school Gary V side hustle. Well, that was my main hustle. After 8 years in Korea and becoming a full-time videographer and director, I moved here to Vietnam and I've been here for 4 to 5 years now. Do you know Vietnamese now? No, you have to study it. You can't just like be in a place. It's not like osmosis. osmosis. Axe Kid says, hello Sonny, your success story is kind of inspirational, just a little bit. In the early years of your channel in South Korea, did you have days when you felt like giving up? How did you deal with them? No, not for me. I always knew I was gonna make it. Next question. Deep down inside of me, in my core, I always knew I wasn't where I was supposed to be yet. That wasn't the real me. Whether I was a huge big fatty or broke, working for a broken company and trying to move over to making my own company. In regards to the YouTube channel, it's like I was learning how to be a director, mind focus, how to be a camera guy for 6 to 7 years. And then 2 to 3 years later after that, I had a massive, very lucrative YouTube channel. So progress isn't always linear. It's like a hockey stick. There's a long, crappy part, and then it goes up like that, and that's the part you gotta hold on for. So listen, if you're at a place in your life where you wanna give up, just repeat my old mantra, what else am I gonna do? Because then you go, well, I could quit, but then what? I'm still gonna be fat, or poor, or dumb. All right, I'll just keep doing stuff. Inspirational, right? Inspiration. I'm gonna rotate. Cornax26 says, out of all the testicles you ate, which one is the best? The beef testicles we had, so good. Sharing them with Calvin too. I mean, come on, eating testicles with one of your best friends? Guys, bros, my dudes, does it get better than that? Jenny Zora says, where did a piece come from? I stole it from Logan Paul. Queen J, the DJ. How often do you get sick from eating all types of different stuff? Almost never. I think I have a pretty strong immune system. I think it's good to not be overly clean with your food. This is like very controversial for Americans, because I think in America, people overdo it. They don't let their kids ever get dirty, and then they're allergic to peanuts. This is like the de-evolution of man. So I say, get out there, cook your chicken all the way through, but maybe don't wash your hands. Any food you were actually worried about eating? In Nigeria, we ate a smoked python, and it just looked leathery and weird and not that super clean, and I broke off a micro piece of it and ate it. I was fine. Yeah, I was worried about it, and I do it to entertain you guys and for financial gain. Andy Beeden says, what kind of travel inoculations do you take? I don't take anything, even malaria. I don't know. Malaria pills make me gain weight. I'd rather get malaria. Britt Simonson says, do you ever eat fast food, and if so, what would be your favorite type? For sure is pizza. I like tacos. I like all this stuff. I like fast food. That's how I helped get myself up to 300 pounds at one point. Schnappy says, where do you get your boundless energy? It's called acting. I'm doing it right now. Min145. Did you ever pretend to like a food? It's been enough years now where I think I can talk about this. When I was in Guangzhou years ago, I had a roasted suckling pig. They roasted it over fire. The preparation was beautiful. It had crackly skin. It was brown. It was made with an incredible amount of technique from years of experience. And when I tried it, it tasted super gamey. And I was just like, this is great. Wow. I can't believe it. How have they done this? It's really one of the tastiest things I've ever had. And it was crunchy and everything was great about it, but except for how it tasted. I just kind of try to talk about whatever is good about it. I don't know what was wrong because I had that same food and it was amazing. There's something off about this one particular pig. Sometimes you're in a weird jam where this amazing master chef from another country is looking at you so proudly at this food he's created, and he's waiting for your reaction, and you have to decide what to do in that moment. What would you do? Junior Kai Larkin says, what do you do after the camera is off? Do you stay funny? I crack jokes in my normal life, but I'm not always trying to be like, look at that, oh, I bet that's crunchy, I bet that's salty. That would drive people insane. For the camera, I just turn it up a little bit. Real life, I turn it way the down. I almost go into hibernation. I'm like a bear. Dave Chunny says, hi, what's the meaning of life? The meaning of life is whatever you want to give it. Look for something that's going to give you purpose and work hard at it every day. Wild Trini says, can you talk about how living in this part of the world has changed you as a person and your outlook on life in general? For sure. There are certainly a group of Americans who look at a third world country and assume they're better off in many ways. That's not true. There's a lot more than having money and just a bunch of stuff. What I found in Vietnam is people tend to be quite fit. They eat a really healthy diet. People here have really tight communities. People feel like they have a place where they belong. The US is moving more and more into this individualistic society. They're separated, they're less accountable. And I think that makes people less happy overall. It's like collectivism in Vietnam versus individualism in the USA. They both have pros and cons, but I've become aware of the differences, and I've come to also appreciate the way of life here. Boom! Guys, we've come to the end of the video. If you have questions I didn't answer, please ask them in the comments down below. I'll try to get to some of them if I can. Hey, thank you so much for supporting our channel and everything we do here at the Best Ever Food Review Show, and especially at the second channel, where we don't try really that hard at all, but you can kind of see that we're mostly into it somewhat, so.
4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Best Ever merch store, where you can check out our brand new designs. Best Ever bandanas in black, white, and red. The Please Send Nudes hoodie, pillow soft fabric with a quality custom graphic inlay. And our Street Food Around the World graphic tee. We're now shipping everywhere around the world. Just visit shopbesteverfood.com or click the link in the description below to get your new merch today. A peace.